Ooh, buddy. Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to another video. And guess what time it is? That's right, it's time to rant. It's been a little while since I've done a straight up rant video. There's plenty of times where I rant in a video, but I haven't made a straight up, just strictly a rant video in a few months at this point. I think the last time was when JonTron said all of his stupid shit. And that was like early last year, I think. So it's been a little while. It's been a little while, and I could have made one for Logan Paul and the whole controversy about his stuff, but really I didn't know who Logan Paul was, and to be honest, I still barely know him. I mean, now I know he's an asshole and a dipshit, but that's about it, you know. I mean, what could I have possibly said? I really didn't know who he was before. So what could I add to the millions and millions of rant videos that are already up on YouTube? What could I have said? Like, I don't know, he's got droopy eyes, he's got a long face, he's got hair that looks like shit, you know, like what could I say? You know, I could just make fun of him. That's about it. And look who's making fun of him. Look at this. So, you know, we're really, what am I going to say? But something that just happened yesterday is something I really want to talk about, because I feel like it's really shitty, and I know a few people that have already been affected by this, and it sucks because these people, while they might not make a lot of videos, they put a lot of time and effort in their videos. They definitely do. And you know, let's just get the email out right now. Actually, you know, before we do that, let's talk about some of the other earlier stuff that YouTube has been doing with their monetization practices. Okay, last year around like September or October, they introduced this new thing where they will, if you're a YouTube partner, they will cut your YouTube ads on your video, like certain videos, if it's deemed advertiser unfriendly, meaning like if it has a lot of cursing, if it has some rude and crude humor, if it's maybe like has content from other stuff, like when I do my Rick and Morty reactions, you know, those get not content ID, but they get the advertiser unfriendly thing, which is perfectly fine, because I always feel shitty when I put up someone else's content and make money for it. So when, you know, stuff like that happens, that's fine. And I'm perfectly okay when like Cartoon Network says, all right, this is content ID match, you can still have it up, but we make the money. And I'm like, okay, that's perfectly fine. It makes sense. So I'm fine with that. But a lot of people weren't, especially the big YouTubers. They were like, whoa, my $2 million paycheck for this month is only $1.5 million. YouTube's screwing me. What am I going to do? I can't buy another gaming headset. I can't buy a new game now. I only have $1.5 million in my bank account. What am I going to do? How am I going to pay my 10 mortgages now? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Like, it's a lot of big YouTubers were complaining. I was like, you know what? You guys don't have any fucking right to complain, especially those Let's Players, which I get. Some of them are entertaining, and, you know, they're good at the games and whatnot. But, I mean, come on. Like, really? You make millions of dollars a year to play a video game? You should be okay with whatever you get. Really, you should. Especially if it's a couple $1 million. I know some of those huge Let's Players make a lot of money. Maybe not a couple million, but they make a lot of money. Okay? So, whatever. So, they added that whole, like, unfriendly ads and whatever. Fuck. It was whatever. I didn't care. I didn't mind at all. Like, I request a review for some of my videos, like the ones where it's just me talking to a camera, because it's me. It's all me. It's my background. It's mine. So, that video's mine. So, whatever. So, that stuff didn't bother me too much. Now, today, or yesterday, it was actually yesterday, but today I heard about it. Today, I heard about this whole new YouTube partner program changes. The new threshold you have to meet to make money on YouTube. Now, I'm not talking about this like it sucks that you can't make money on YouTube now, because, like, I don't know. I feel like you should do it because you enjoy it. My problem with it is that it makes it seem like it feels like it's setting a very dangerous precedent. I didn't say president. I always screw that word up. For the future. Like, it's setting up something where they put this out and people may be okay with it. So later on they say, all right, now these changes are coming out and it will help us. It won't help you, but it'll help us. And, you know, it feels like that's what's happening. Also, it also feels like they don't really care about you anymore. I mean, it's been going on for a little while where YouTube really isn't about you anymore. It's about them. For us, it should be called ThemTube, and for them, it should be called UsTube, because it really isn't about me and you and all the smaller YouTubers and stuff. It's about the ones you see in the YouTube rewind, you know? It's about those guys and girls and women and whatever, and maybe children too. It's about them. You know, those people blew up, and that's fine. They got popular, and they did all the right things. You know, people got popular, and that's perfectly fine with me. Some of them actually really do deserve it. Like I said, I really like John Tron, even though he said some stupid shit. He puts a lot of effort in his videos. They're really funny, very well done, very well filmed. It's really good stuff that guy puts out. And I like a lot of other YouTubers that maybe aren't that big, but have 1 million or so subscribers. Like, I really like Funhouse. Funhouse is a really good place too. Even ones that have like a couple 100,000 subscribers I really like Far From Subtle, which is it's one of my favorite YouTubes out there. So, and I've been subscribed to them for years, for at least 10 years. So I really like a lot of the really big YouTubers, and some of the ones that are much bigger than me, definitely. So getting back on track here, I know I went off on another rant, but really it's about them. It's about the big ones, okay? It's about the ones that make YouTube the actual money and not just the little bits of money. So let's get to the whole rant. This is the part of the video where I'm just like, oh God. I have it right here. I have the email that was sent out to people that didn't meet the threshold, at least not yet. They have until February 20th. So if you got this email, make sure you read the whole thing, because you have until February 20th. So you have a little over a month to fix this, I guess. So I guess put out some shill videos, because I guess you'll need to do that. I don't know. It's ridiculous. But anyway, here's the email. All right. I'll read it. Today we are announcing changes to the YouTube Partner Program, which I'm going to stop it right here and say before to be a YouTube Partner Program, to be a YouTube Partner in this program, you had to have 10,000 lifetime views, which is, I mean, relatively tough if you're a brand new YouTuber, but I think it can be done. Like, I was a brand new YouTuber at once too, and I got that pretty quickly. Not quick, a few months. So it took a little while, but you can do it, I think. You can, okay? You might have to put up some shill videos, but, you know, you could do that. So that one took a little while, and that felt like work, you know, like you had to do that. Okay, so I get that. Now we continue. While our goal remains to keep the YouTube Partner Program open to as many channels as possible, we recognize we need more safeguards in place to protect creator revenue across the YouTube ecosystem. Jesus. Learn more. Can't click that, obviously. What's changing? I think it just leads to one of their blog posts, which we'll get to in a second. What's changing? Under the new eligibility requirements announced today, your YouTube channel, blank, because I wanted to cut out the person's name, is no longer eligible for monetization because it doesn't meet the new threshold of 4,000 hours of watch time, which we'll get to in a minute, within the past 12 months. Okay, so you have plenty of time. And 1,000 subscribers. As a result, your channel will lose access to all monetization tools and features associated with the YouTube Partner Program on February 20th, 2018, unless you surpass this threshold in the next 30 days. Accordingly, this email serves as 30 days notice that your YouTube Partner Program terms are terminated. Okay, so what this is saying is that you need, just overall, you need 1,000 subscribers. Not in the last 12 months, you just need 1,000 subscribers. Not just but and. There's not just one thing. It's not just 10,000 and you're good. 10,000 views and you're good. You also need 4,000 hours of watch time, which means you need to have had 4,000 hours of your videos watched. So say you put up, I don't know, a video a week or something like that. You actually put time and effort in your video and edit it, and maybe you're making short films or stuff. You need to have all those videos in the last 12 months have 4,000 hours, not minutes, hours of view time for you to get monetized. Before it was just 10,000 views. You can get 10,000 views much easier than you can get people to watch your stuff for 4,000 hours. Okay? You have to make long videos that people are really interested in immediately for that to even happen for 12 months, especially if you're a new YouTuber. But even if you meet that, you still also need 1,000 subscribers. Now, this isn't going to be a problem for someone like me. I already have 1,000 subscribers, and I get plenty of that in 12 months of 4,000 watch time. So I'm okay. Me personally, I'm fine. Not like it matters. I make barely anything anyway. But the point is that people that are really wanting to become filmmakers or something like that, or want to bring out their talents and put it on YouTube, the world's most popular place to upload videos, easily, obviously. You could do that still. You could put up videos, but you won't be able to make a cent from it. And this is what pisses me off. People, I could just picture it. People putting tons and tons of effort, blood, sweat, and tears into their like short films or full films or stuff. They even had to like maybe borrow money from people they know or use credit cards to make stuff. And they put up on YouTube and it doesn't get that many views. You know, they get maybe 1,000 views or something. So now they can't make money from that video or that movie, while there's people out there that make millions and millions of dollars just talking in front of this webcam like I'm doing, which whatever, I don't make millions of dollars, so not the same, and playing a video game, you know, yelling curse words, yelling N-words like friggin' PewDiePie and all this stuff. And sure, they get a little bit of like backlash, but is there backlash for PewDiePie now? I don't hear any. People just watch his videos now. I'm sure he has more subscribers than he did back when he said that, so looks like it's worked out for him, and I could see the same thing happening for Logan Paul. So these people that do this stuff and barely do anything, that get tons and tons of views and people love them for some reason, they don't put the effort in when I know there's people out there that do. Like some of my favorite YouTube channels might not get monetization anymore. I absolutely love some YouTube channels like Fluffy Gamer. He'll probably get, I'm sure he gets plenty of views, so he's fine. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. Tight White, he's one of my favorite too, which I know his name's, I love his name personally, but it's a little weird. But yeah, I'm sure he gets plenty of views. I'm sure he'll be okay. But these are people that are smaller, that if they started their accounts now, like they would be like, okay, so I don't make anything. Like, again, it's not about the money. It's about the whole point. Like, obviously YouTube doesn't give a shit about us. You know, it's just so disheartening. It really is. And I know it sounds silly for me to complain about that, but it feels really disheartening. When they opened up the YouTube Partner Program years and years ago, where they said you need 10,000 views, made sense. That made perfect sense. Okay? Now you need 4,000 hours. That's almost half a year of people watching your stuff right when you start. Like, okay, if you already have a YouTube, then it's fine, most likely, unless you like had a YouTube and you stopped using it or you never made a video. But if you want to make a video, you're already at such a low level. You're like way below anybody else on YouTube at this point. Again, it's not about the money. It really is about just more like the whole point of just being looked at like they're nothing, you know? Like that's what YouTube is making me feel like they're saying, really, with this. It's just like all those smaller ones, they're nothing. They really are. They're nothing. Who cares? They're not going to amount to anything. And if they do, they'll have to really overcome a big hurdle. And if they overcome that big hurdle, then maybe they'll become big and maybe they'll be a part of YouTube's like YouTube Rewind shit. I know some people could be like, that's a little bit ridiculous. But like I said earlier, I could see this really starting a very dangerous precedent for the future of YouTube, where maybe in the future, you know, you have to have, I don't know, maybe to upload any videos, you have to watch certain YouTubers, or you have to be a YouTube Red subscriber. You know, you have to pay $10 a month to even upload a YouTube video. Maybe they'll do something where like you can't put a YouTube video. Maybe they'll go back to their old ways where you can't put a YouTube video if it's a certain file size or if it's longer than 10 or 15 minutes. You know, maybe they'll go back to that just to limit how many people that want to start YouTube. But whatever, I don't know. It just feels shitty to me. And I know this is a really weird rant video. I get it. I see the future ahead, and I could see what happens. They're already doing this thing where now they're making it harder for people to just make a little bit of money off their stuff that they created and put their time into. Like me, I don't put time into a lot of this stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Like this video, even though I'm talking without a script or anything, I'm just really giving you a piece of my mind. The trailer reactions for the most part, and even the Rick and Morty ones, I just watch it, but then I edit it, so I take a little time to do that. But I don't really make that much money, and I've been on YouTube for almost 10 years. The 20th of this month, I would have created my YouTube account 10 years back on January 20th, 2008. It would have been 10 years since I created this account. So I've been I've been around for a little while, and I might not have as big of a following as some people, but I appreciate it. And if they say, you know what, you didn't reach quotas for the last 12 months, now I'll be like, okay, fine, I'll still create as many videos as I want to, that I usually do, because I have a good time talking to this webcam to you guys. Even if sometimes I don't get that many comments or that many views, it's still a good time, and I have a fun time amusing myself, at least. But I appreciate everybody that watches it. So this just feels so disheartening. It really does. It feels like a fuck you. Like, especially when we get to here. Let me just open this up, because this really pissed me off. That's my YouTube channel. Hello, me. This right here. This is their blog post about extra little details about the YouTube Partner Program and what's up now. Actually, no, this isn't it. Excuse me. Is it? This isn't it. Where the hell is it? Whatever. Oh, it's right here. Sorry. I was about to say, it's not that big of a deal, but yeah, I'll show it. Where is it? There's one paragraph. Oh, right here. This paragraph. Right here. Okay. Let's go through it. Whatever. I'll just read it. Though these changes will affect a significant number of channels, this just sounds so shitty to me. 99% of those affected were making less than $100 per year in the last year, with 90% earning less than $2.50 in the last month. Any of the channels who no longer meet this threshold will be paid what they've already earned based on our AdSense policies. After thoughtful consideration, we believe these are necessary compromises to protect our community and save us money and make sure we can have more money to pay our bigger YouTubers. That's really what they mean. And at the end of this, it says, sincerely, YouTube, P.S. Go fuck yourself. That's what it says at the end of this, too. I'm not going to show that, too, because I don't want this to be deemed AdSense unfriendly. But, no, I'm just kidding. Doesn't that just sound so shitty? Like, you didn't make any money anyway, so why you complain? That's what it really sounds like to me. It's just like, no, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Like, again, it's not the point that they're not making money. It's just that now a lot of YouTubers will probably feel like, oh, I have to jump over a big hurdle just to get a little bit of pennies, just to get to YouTube's graces, where they're just like, oh, you are worthy now. When it used to be just like you made an account and you were on the same playing field as everybody else that created an account. Now, it's not gonna be like that. It's shitty. I don't like it. I really don't. And it could have been worse, I guess. There's always a silver lining to everything, I guess. It could have been worse. Originally, when I heard about the 4,000 watch time thing, I thought it meant 4,000 watch time as in you have to watch 4,000 hours of content on YouTube. At first when I read it, I was like, what? I was like, oh wait, hold on. It means like your videos have to get 4,000 hours of watch time. So okay. At first I was like, you gotta be kidding me. That's almost a half a year of content I have to watch on YouTube. Are you fucking kidding? That's what I thought it said at first, and then I read it again. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I forgot that they call it watch time on YouTube analytics, and I don't ever look at analytics. I don't give a shit. So I completely forgot that's what they call how much of your video gets watched or whatever, or how many hours your video gets watched or whatever. It's called watch time, so whatever. But anyway, that's it. That's all I want to talk about. I know it was a sloppy rant, but I just want to speak my mind freely without a script. I could have scripted it, but this is supposed to be for fun, Maybe this wasn't fun to talk about. I mean, it was kind of fun. But, yeah. I don't know. All right, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. And until next time, goodbye.